Let's give one more big round of applause to our cheerleaders and our senior players.
I got a thing, I'm live now already on YouTube. So I got a counter clock that's going to count down back to 5 minutes, okay? So when it counts, what year I said, yep, and then I'll go live, after that.
Alrighty, each week we will recognize the Scout Player of the Week on both offense and defense. This honors the players who consistently bring great effort, toughness, focus, and attention to detail in their practice. Being on Scout is an important responsibility. It means giving your teammates the best possible look, competing every rep, and doing the work that helps prepare our team to win on Friday night. It may not always show up on the stat sheet, but it matters to the success of this team. We want to recognize the players who embrace that role, put the team first, and set the standard for how we prepare. Scout team is not less a role, it is a critical part of our championship football. This year, our first defensive Scout Player of the Week. This week's recognition goes to a player who brought toughness, discipline, and relentlessness efforts to every practice. He embraced the role on the Scout team and gave our offense the look they needed to prepare for game day. You competed every snap, played with great physicality, and never took a rep off. Your willingness to do the dirty work and put the team ahead of yourself is exactly what championship football is built on. Your teammates are benefiting from the way you prepared and this week. That's what being a great teammate is well deserved, and congratulations to Major Victor. We also congratulate our offensive Scout Player of the Week. Your dedication, preparation, and selfish approach to helping the team succeed have not gone unnoticed. You embraced the role, gave our defense a tremendous look at practice, and competed with intensity and purpose every day. You all have worked to prepare your team for game day and stay close, but you need to put the team first. We are proud of your commitment, sharpness, and attention to detail. This recognition is well deserved, so we'd like to say congratulations. Continue with. Congratulations, gentlemen.
And welcome into Tri Valley here tonight. Again, trying out some new equipment here this evening. You've got first football game of the season here between Milbank and Tri Valley down here in Colton, South Dakota. Again, a good Friday evening, everybody. I'm Chad Knowles. Glad to be along here tonight. And again, we just hope everything works here as it should. So anyway, you got Tri Valley and Milbank, first game of the season, of course. Last season at this time, Tri Valley defeated Milbank 34-0. Up in Milbank, Tri Valley off to a 20-0 first quarter lead in that game. Milbank 6-4 last year, losing to Del Rapids 38-13 in the first round of the 11A playoffs last year. Tri Valley 6-4 last year, losing to Lennox 49-22 in the first round of the 11A playoffs last year. Milbank graduates 10 seniors last year. Tri Valley graduated some experience and 10 seniors as well, like Milbank. We want to tell you the Law on the Field here tonight is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, and we'll be back with more of the pregame show coming up right after this.
Just found a heck of a deal on a skid steer loader. You should check it out. You may find what you're looking for. Are you sure it's not a scam site? That price is just too good to be true. People are victimized every day making purchases from fraudulent websites that look like legitimate businesses. One of the telltale signs is checking their website registration. If it's recently created, the red flag should start popping up. If you have any questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
And welcome back here to Tri Valley, the pregame show here in advance of your game here on a Friday night. And again, glad to have everybody along here tonight on the opening game here of the 2026 season. Let's take a look at your starting lineups here. First of all, for Milbank on offense, they will go at center, Cody Wick. The guards, Ethan Sire, Emmett Snaza. The other linemen, Jack Street, Logan Dexter. Wide receivers, Cade Grabo, Mason Allen, Liam Street, and Sam Rick. The quarterback, Lincoln Holscher. Running backs, Bennett Hunt, Lance Engebretson, Max Schooler, Adrian Sire. We'll see some action at wide receiver as well. Tri Valley's defense, Xavier Yount on the defensive line, as well as Lucas Ellison, Colby Chrome, Miles Nebelseck, Aiden Woodroska. Linebackers, Major Richter, Cole Henriksen, Sullivan Snethen, Ben Hickenbottom. And the defensive backs, Connor Glassford, Brecken Reiser, and Jackson Williams. Milbank coached by head coach Mick Thompson. He's assisted by Brian Pauley, Brody Gilbertson, Jeff Trapp, Carter Bauscher, Brian Sandvig, Connor Snaza, and Conder Bender. And Tri Valley is coached by head coach Dan Sneathen. He is assisted by Chris White, Austin Looning, Chad Goring, and Cody Newbro, and Daniel Leecraft. And we'll be back with more of the pregame show coming up next here on KMSD.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's football game between the visiting Milbank Bulldogs
in Tri Valley. And again, glad to have everybody along here on our video stream on YouTube, KMSD, AM, FM, and BigStoneRadio.com. All right, so I want to thank our sponsors, Lewis Family Drug, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Mertens Auto Sales, Avera, Bean Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslam Construction, Al's Body Shop, Ortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust Chiropractic in Motion, Schmidt's Landing, 203 Realty, and Dakota Country Ag Service. So we are meeting Milbank's starting lineup now. And again, let's go over the starting lineups here for you as we may. Linemen for Milbank, Cody Wick, Ethan Sire, Emmett Snaza, Jack Street, Logan Dexter. The wide receivers, Cade Grabo, Mason Allen, Liam Street, and Sam Rick. Quarterback is Lincoln Holster. Running back is Bennett Hunt. Lance Engebretson, a running back as well.
Senior, number 23, Liam Street. And on the line, we have a sophomore, number 52, Logan Dexter. The lineman, senior, number 54, Ethan Sire. And the lineman, a junior, number 57, Emmett Snaza. Bulldogs are scored by Connor Bender, Connor Snaza, Rob Sanchez, Tom Rosen, Jeff Trapp, Roy Gilbertson, Brian Paul, head coach Mick Thompson. Now fans, put your hands together, make some noise for your boys, your home team, the Tri Valley Mustangs! In your cheerleaders, first of all, Mustangs, Bernie Harris, Hayden Gregg, Jay Stinklander, and Quinn Bundy. Your Mustang killers are Eric Caspers, Bailey Peterson, Alexa Gromwald, Allie Gross, Batul Mohammed, Hadley Foster, and Brooks Ellison. Your two coaches, Jim Gromwald. The coaches for the Mustangs are Dan Winter, Cody Newball, Chad Warren, Osmoon, Chris White, and head coach Dan Stevens. For the safety of everyone, all students must be seated in their respective student seating areas throughout the game. Students unable to follow this request will be asked to relocate next to their parents. Thank you for your cooperation. And now, at this time, everyone please rise and remove your headgear. Place your hands over your heart and pay proper respect to the Tri Valley Pet Bank under the direction of Mr. Michael Hoffman, who plays our national anthem.
I'll try and talk for a while, but obviously I also got guys up here.
Great job, Ben. Great job. That kickoff is only 81 degrees. Getting ready for a kickoff here with coin toss.
We don't have the players like Ty Oyen, Brady Jewett, he transferred up to St. Mary's, so going to go QB. So again, the seniors for Tri Valley, we have Toby Crone, Sullivan Senior, Glass, Williams, Marcus Goldberg, Xavier Gant, Daniel Ramsted, Hayden Woodroska, Silas Miles Wilson, Brian West, and Mason. Officials
and see which way we're headed.
And again, welcome back here to Tri Valley. Again, experiencing some technical difficulties here, but we got the coin toss now at center field, if you will. So we'll at least see who wins that. So it looks like
Tri Valley won the toss and elected to receive.
Tri Valley won the toss and has elected to receive. So Tri Valley will get their hands on the ball first.
Receiving from north end of our stadium.
Okay, so here we go. 2026 football season. Again, welcome aboard here. We are running just a little bit shorthanded here, but we will make the best of everything that we can here. So again, Milbank will be on defense first. So let's set Tri Valley offensively here for you. As they along the front line at center, Elliot Powell at the guards, Aiden Woodroska, Xavier Yount, the tackles, Lucas Ellison and Miles Nebelsick. Wide receivers, Colby Chrome, Sullivan Sneathen, Ben Hickenbotham. Quarterback is Cooper Durick, Cole Hendrickson, Alex McFarland, Connor Glassford are the running backs. Milbank on defense, the linemen, Ethan Sire, Emmett Snaza, Finley Hunt. Linebackers, Liam Street, Bennett Hunt, Cale Wenzel, Brady Allen. Defensive backs, Sam Rick, Mason Allen, Lance Engebretson, and Max Schooler. So there you have it. And again, Tri Valley will go right to left on your radio dial here in the first half. Milbank will travel left to right.
And here we go, kicking off the 26th season.
And here is the kickoff upcoming now on the 26th season. And that is going to be kicked away from the Mustangs. So Tri Valley will take over on the touchback. Again, quarterback Cooper Durick leads them out.
Cooper Durick
For the Mustangs. Again, we want to just welcome everybody aboard here. Again, we've got some all brand new equipment here, and we're kind of quite honestly giving some of the features the first test here. So just bear with us here shortly. And here comes Tri Valley now on offense. Again, Cooper Durick leads them out. Durick is going to bark out the signals. He's going to hand off. That's going to be a run up the left side of the field, and about 4 Bulldogs converge and tackle. That's number 3, Cole Hendrickson. So Cole is going to gain about, about 3 yards on that one. So 2nd down and 7 now for the Tri Valley Mustangs. They're in their home dark jerseys with white numerals. Milbank in the traveling white jerseys and white football pants, maroon numerals, and gold helmets. And here come the Mustangs now. They're going to hand off, and nothing there. Nice hit in the backfield that time. Alex McFarland got the rock, but he did not get very far. In fact, he got about a -4 on that one. And so that will bring up now 3rd and 11 for the Mustangs. They are at Milbank's. Scoreboard is out here evidently, so they're at Milbank's about 20-yard line, I guess. And Milbank now 3rd and 11 for Tri Valley. Here's the Durick fade to fire. He's going to throw out here, and that's going to be caught by Colby Chrome. Colby Chrome gets behind the defense, and Colby Chrome hauls it in, gets down to about the 26-yard line for the Mustangs. And what a play that was by Tri Valley that time.
First down, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
So the Mustangs have a big strike there. And so now they are at Milbank's, about 26-yard line or so. And there's going to be a handoff to number 22. That is Alex McFarland. McFarland doesn't get very far.
Takes about 3 yards, 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs.
So the 26-yard line. 9:32 left here in the opening quarter. No score, Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And that is going to be the Tri Valley Mustangs, and they are going to fumble the snap, and that's going to be paid for by the Bulldogs that time. Good job. And there's going to be a loose ball, but it's down on the turf already. So a scrapping Milbank defense that time got through and really fussed up the runner, Alex Farland, that time, and they got him to fumble. And that's going to go all the way back now to Milbank's, let's see, about 31-yard line, I guess. So Tri Valley got a big play. Now Milbank gets a pretty big play on defense. So now we'll see what the Bulldogs can do here. On defense, I should say, is Durek now, as it's going to be a 3rd down and 12. They're back to pass. It's going to be caught out there in the right flat, and that's not going to be enough for the 1st down. Glassford on the receiving end that time, but he only got about 4 yards.
There's a 4th down and a long 6 to go for the Mustangs.
So 4th down and 6 now for the Mustangs. They are going for it. Obviously here on 4th down. Bright, sunshiny Friday evening here in late August. 2 wides out here to this side, 2 out to the other side as well. Low snap, and there's going to be movement pre-snap, I believe. There's laundry on the field. Milbank's players were clapping, so this must be something against the Mustangs. We'll wait and see. I think they must have jumped early or something. So that is a -5 for the Mustangs. So that'll bring up now 4th and longer. 4th and about 11 here for Tri Valley. There is an 8:16 left here in the opening quarter. And now we're closing in on 8 minutes left here in the 1st quarter. Again, glad to have everybody along here tonight from Mustang country down here at Tri Valley. And here is a fake reverse. Durek is going to throw it, set up the screen, but nothing there. Good defense by the Bulldogs. That is number 19 that time on the tackle, Cale Wenzel. Boy, Cale got in the backfield that time for the Bulldogs and would not let go. So turnover on downs. So here come the Bulldogs now with a chance here as quarterback Lincoln Holscher leads the troops out this year. Again, Bennett Hunt, Lance Engebretson in the backfield. So Milbank takes over on downs. 1st down and 10. It is, the ball is at the 30. Let's see. That's about the 33-yard line for Milbank. Holscher back to pass, sets up the screen on the right side to Sam Rick. That is not complete. Sam was kind of dancing around there all by his lonesome on the right side, but no completion was made there from Holscher to Rick. Of course, Bauscher, the quarterback, the last couple years or so, it'll take a little timing probably here between Holscher and Rick. perhaps. But anyway, 2nd down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. They are at their own 31-yard line about. Holscher again back to pass, looking, slings it toward the center of the field, caught by Rick. And Rick stays on his feet to get the first down. A gain of about 11 on the pitch and catch that time from Holscher to Rick.
First and 10 for Bulldogs.
So Holscher now, it's kind of a low snap. He's going to have to eat it. He's going to just try to get out of trouble, and he's going to fling it up, and that just about, was way out of the reach of the receiver that time, but kind of good extension of the play that time by Lincoln Holscher to not take the sack anyway, and he got out of trouble and just kind of slung the ball, just kind of flinged it up high, just where really basically nobody could catch it. So, 2nd down now and 10 for the Bulldogs. And Holscher now is in the pistol formation. He's going to keep it. He's going to pitch it out here. Coming around the right side to Rick. They tried the kind of a reverse that time as Sam came behind Holscher and didn't get very far. In fact, they lost a couple yards on that play. So 3rd down now and about 12 for Milbank. Milbank's opening possession here of the 2026 season. Of course, if you're just tuning in, Tri Valley, they had the opening drive. Here's Holscher back to pass. He's got Rick out there. Sam tries to make an acrobatic catch and does not come up with it. Good defense back there by Connor Glassford that time, I believe. That's who that was, number 10 for Tri Valley. So the ball is incomplete, or the pass is incomplete, I should say. So back to punt now for Milbank is Franklin Peterson. Takes the snap. Nice high hanging punt, received at about the 20-yard line, and good special teams that time by Milbank. And they did not go anywhere that time on the downfield tackle that time on special teams by number 18 for Milbank. That's Cade Grabo. Nice special teams coverage that time by Cade and the crew. So now Cooper Durick will send everybody out again on offense for Tri Valley. Tri Valley's first possession led to a turnover and down, so we'll see what happens here now. And here is Durick. Boy, he's hit right away. Boy, he just barely got that one away, and that was behind the line of scrimmage, so I think that was a live ball. But Glassford wisely jumped on it, and Tri Valley is kind of going backwards here, except for that one big pass play to Kobe Chrome. So good, hats off to the Milbank defense here in the small, early sample size here of the 2026 football season. No score here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And so they are on the far hash mark now. The Mustangs away from us here. And Durick now in the shotgun, going to back to pass. He's going to try to throw it, and he throws it way over the head that time of number 9, Sullivan Sneathen. So it'll be 3rd down now for the Mustangs. Just underway here. We've got 5.5 left in the opening quarter. No score. Tri Valley and Milbank, Class 11A football here, kicking off the 2026 season. And Durick now under center, 3rd and long for the Mustangs, 3rd and about 16 or so. Durick now, he's going to hand off, and nothing there. Again, good Milbank defensive pursuit that time, and that's going to force a punt for Tri Valley. And there is going to be a stoppage of play now. The official is talking to a couple of the Milbank captains. Perhaps, yes, there is laundry on the field. I thought I saw that flag came out a little bit late there, and there is laundry on the field. So that's an illegal formation on the Mustangs. So Milbank declines. So Milbank should get pretty darn good field position here as Sam Rick and Mason Allen drop back deep to get the punt from Tri Valley. Mustangs back to punt deep in their own territory. Nice high hanging punt. And they kick it away from Milbank receivers that time. And that actually will take a Milbank bounce. And that doesn't come to rest until it is in Tri Valley territory at about the 30-yard line here. And so Milbank starts this drive in pretty good field position here with 5:15 left in the opening quarter. So Holscher leads everybody out again here. Snap a little bit low. Holscher getting pressured. He throws it on the run. It's caught out there by Liam Street. Nice little pitch and catch that time to Liam Street. And here's a handoff. No, a fake handoff, and that's going to be a handoff, actually. Holscher faked me out that time. And that'll be, I guess that actually was an incomplete pass. I thought he faked the pass and handed it off, but it was an incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10 now. Milbank is at, it's kind of hard to tell from here, but about the 15-yard line, I suppose, of Tri Valley. Holscher back to pass, looking, slings it toward the center of the field, and it's just about picked off by the Mustangs. That was intended for Mason Allen that time, and Holscher, my, oh my, he fired a cannon shot that time to Mason Allen, and incomplete. So 4:46 left here in the opening quarter. Just underway here, 2026 football season here for the Milbank Bulldogs. Holscher in the shotgun now. He's going to hand off, this time to Engebretson. Engebretson finds a little bit of seam on the right side, dives inside, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. He split the down about in half, so it's about 4th, and we're going to call it about 4th and 6 now for the Bulldogs. And we'll see if Franklin Peterson is going to come out to attempt a field goal. Franklin has kicked field goals last year and was fairly successful, but they're going to leave the offense out there. So Milbank at about the 10-yard line, and there's going to be a whistle and a stoppage of play, a false start against the Bulldogs, so now that'll move them back 5 yards. So now we'll see. Of course, I would guess the Bulldogs went for it on 4th and 10. Of course, it's a short field, so I would guess for pretty much they'll go for it now as well. So 4th and about 11 now for the Bulldogs. They are at Tri Valley's, I'm going to say, about the 16-yard line. And here's Holscher now with the snap. He's going to throw it out there, and that is incomplete.
That ball falls. Incomplete.
That was intended over there in the coffin corner for Cade Grabo, and that fell incomplete. So now the Mustangs will take over on downs. 1st down and 10 for Tri Valley. 4:07 left here in your opening quarter. Again, glad to have everybody along here tonight. Pretty nice Friday night here for football. Down in Colton, South Dakota. We're just a little bit north of Sioux Falls here tonight, actually. Again, Durick now leads the troops out. Here's a handoff. There's a nice piece of running that time. Looking for the open seam. Goes toward the center of the field. And that is Cole Hendrickson that time. And I'm just going to say a host of Bulldogs that time on the tackle for Milbank. So the Mustangs are on their own 17-yard line. 3:36 and ticking here left in the opening quarter. No score. Lewis Family Drug scoreboard here tonight. A defensive battle so far here in the early going of the 2026 football season. Durick again in the shotgun now. He takes a snap, a pass, and that's going to be incomplete. That's going to be thrown at the feet. That time of number 5, I believe, for Tri Valley. That is Brecken Reiser. So third down and long. Third down and about 7 again for the Mustangs now. Again, just underway here. No score on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Actually, we're just about a quarter old here in the new season. And so Durick back to pass now, looking, and that's going to be out of reach. And that might not have gotten a first down anyway. It might have been close. But as it is, it's 4th down and 7 now, and another punt for the Mustangs here. Sam Rick, Mason Allen back deep again for your Bulldogs. Snap a little bit high, pulled down though. Nice high hanging punt again. That's one of those, everybody get away from it. And that's going to be dead at about the 49-yard line. That's where Milbank takes over. 1st down and 10. So the Bulldogs take over now in their own territory, just so, right at the 49-yard line. So 3:05 left here to play in the first quarter. Holscher now takes the chest-high snap. He's going to throw it out there, and Rick is out there, and just overthrows Sam that time. Sam beat a couple of his defenders that time, but just out of the reach of Sam Rick, as Sam used every inch of his vertical that time and just about hauled that in. As that's, I have a feeling we'll see that play again here sometime, probably even tonight, I'm guessing. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. They're at their own 49-yard line with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. No score. Here's Holscher now. He's going to hand off to Hunt. Hunt wants the left side, and Bennett gets about 3 yards, let's say, off to the left side that time. So Bulldogs looking at about 3rd and 7 here from their, or now they're in Tri Valley territory at, let's see, about the 48-yard line. So 3rd and 7 now for the Bulldogs. And here's the snap, a little bit low. They get it on to Rick on the screen. Rick looking for blocks. Rick cuts it back toward the center of the field, stays on his feet. And Sam Rick, I think, with absolutely nothing but individual effort that time, got the first down as he stayed on his feet that time, to Sam's credit. And a fresh set of downs belong to the Milbank Bulldogs here. And so it's 2:08 left here in the first quarter. Again, no score. Milbank on the march. They're at Tri Valley's 40. And here is Holscher now. He's going to hand off to Hunt. Hunt starts right, then he goes back left. Bennett Hunt finds a nice hole up the center of the field. He gets about 13 that time on the carry. So Bennett Hunt went off to his right. Yeah, there was nothing open there. So Bennett says, okay, let's go off to my left. And that is a first down for the Bulldogs. They are at Tri Valley's about 30-yard line, I believe, the way it looks from here. As Holscher takes a low snap, picks it up, though, and he's going to throw it out. And that's going to be caught by Rick along the left edge. And that's making something out of absolutely nothing potentially that time, as the snap was literally at Holscher's shoe tops that time. He not only picked it up, but threw a screen pass out to the left to Sam Rick. And Sam Rick made about 9 yards on that pitch and catch. So Milbank now in to Mustang territory. They are at the about 20-yard line. Holscher coming to this side. He is nothing there, so he's going to take it himself and take it out of bounds. And there was nothing there, so Holscher takes it himself for the first down. And so that brings the Bulldogs now down to a first down, and they are at Tri Valley's, I'm going to say, 18-yard line. Holscher back to pass. He's got Allen out there, or Liam Street, on the screen. Street gets by the first tackler. He gets about probably 1 or 2 of the toughest yards that you'll ever see Liam Street get out there, perhaps. But he does go for about a positive 1 that time. So it is now 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Again, glad to have everybody along here on KMSD or our video stream on YouTube. And Holscher now again in the shotgun, looking. He's got Rick out here on the screen, but no blockers in front. So Sam Rick is going to be gobbled up way in the backfield that time. Nice job by Cole Hendrickson and crew that time for the Tri Valley Mustangs. And so, I don't know, Milbank might just let the quarter run out here. That looks perhaps like the way it's going to be. So we have a low-scoring game here. We are 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. And that is 1 quarter in the books. We're going to see if our commercials work this time, and we'll be back with more coming up. No, it appears like we're still having a little trouble here with our commercials. So anyway, again, Milbank and Tri Valley here in this Class 11A contest here. Alrighty, no score at the end of 1 quarter. Again, welcome back in here as we keep it right here at Tri Valley tonight. And we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here with our ads tonight, so just stick with us here, and looks like we're going to probably have a pretty good ball game here tonight. Okay, so now we flip the field here as we open quarter number 2.
We're starting second quarter here, 3rd down and about 14 to go for the Bulldogs.
So Milbank sets up shop here, third and about 13 or 14, and that pass is incomplete. So that brings up fourth down now for the Bulldogs.
Brings up fourth down.
So fourth and about 13 now for Milbank. They are at Tri Valley's, let's see, 17-yard line, I believe. Just underway here in quarter number 2. And Holscher back to pass. Looking. There's a jump ball, and there's a catch into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. And that was caught by Max Schooler. About a 17-yard touchdown connection. Okay, so now it looks like Milbank will go for the 2 here. Or no, Franklin Peterson, excuse me, is going to try to attempt the extra point. As number 31 comes in to try to tack on the extra. Here's the kick. It is up, and that is good. So extra point kick is good, and Milbank takes a 7-0 lead on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard.
Just found a heck of a deal on a skid steer loader. You should check it out. You may find what you're looking for. Are you sure it's not a scam site? That price is just too good to be true. People are victimized every day making purchases from fraudulent websites that look like legitimate businesses. One of the telltale signs is checking their website registration. If it's recently created, the red flags should start popping up. If you have any questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
And welcome back here to Tri Valley. Milbank on a 27-yard pass from Holscher to Max Schooler. And it's 7-0 Milbank here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Here's the ensuing kickoff. And that's going to be muffed by one of the up men. And he is going to elude the first couple tacklers. Good effort that time by number 40. For the Tri Valley Mustangs, that is Marcus Oberg. He was one of the up men.
Nice carry. Return, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Okay, so Tri Valley takes over on their 42-yard line, trailing here 7-0 with 11:44 left here in the second quarter. And Durick again in the pistol formation. He's going to hand off. No, he's going to keep it himself. And Durick is going to get only. There's a fumble. And I think Wenzel caused that fumble that time, number 19 for Milbank. And Milbank jumps on it, so Milbank a turnover. They held the Mustangs on downs back in the first quarter, and now they force a fumble. So good job by the Bulldogs on defense. So Holscher now again in the pistol formation here for the Bulldogs with 11:39 left in the second quarter. Holscher takes the chest-high snap, hands it off, and that's going to be Engebretson. Not much there for number 20, as he gets about a -1 that time, so it's second down and 11 now for the Bulldogs.
Loss of about a yard brings up second 11. Right at the 45-yard line. Holscher with a rifle shot.
And that is going to be a completion, but a short one. So third down and about 4 now for the Bulldogs. They are in Tri Valley territory after the fumble recovery. At about the 39-yard line is where the Pigskin is resting now with 10.5 left here in the opening half. Holscher now takes the waist-high snap back to Rick. He makes a move on the left side. Sam Rick eludes the defenders. Sam Rick all the way down, just about into the end zone. But he gets pushed out of bounds at about the, probably, what is that, about the 7-yard line the way it looks from here. So you get Sam out in open space, and that usually equals good things for the Milbank Bulldogs, as it did right there. So first down and goal now from the 7 for the Bulldogs, who are already leading here 7-0. And here's the snap to Holscher, looking. He held on to it just about as long as he could that time and fired a pass in the end zone intended for Cade Grabo, but that fell short. Okay, so Milbank on the march here again. Second down and goal. Now Rick stands back at the quarterback position, hands it off to Bennett Hunt. Bennett stays on his feet, and he's going to get down to about the 5-yard line. Little trickery that time. They put Sam Rick back in the quarterback position that time. Hunt gets about 2 yards, so third and goal now for the Bulldogs. Third and goal for the Bulldogs, and that is going to be Rick again, and he is going to get into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown, 7-yard touchdown run by Sam Rick. So that is going to bring up now an extra point kick attempt by Franklin Peterson. So it's 13-0 now, Milbank. And snap down, spot, kick up by Franklin is no good. So it's 13-0 Milbank on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. We'll be back with football, more football coming up. And still having some difficulties here with our ads. Sorry about that, everybody, but we're still here and we got a game. So it's 13-0 now. Milbank is leading over Tri Valley here on a Friday night. So the first pass or first touchdown is a 27-yard touchdown from Holscher to Schooler. And the second touchdown was a 7-yard touchdown run by Sam Rick. Extra point kick the first time good, not the second time. So 13-0 Milbank, 9:35 left here in the second quarter. And here's the ensuing kickoff now for the Bulldogs. That's going to be down and caught at about the 25. They get around the first wave of tacklers. Good return that time, again by number 40 for Tri Valley, and that is Marcus Olberg. And there is a flag on the play as well, so we'll check that out.
Blocking back. 55 on the end. First down right.
That is on the Mustangs.
First and 10 for the Mustangs.
So it is first down and 10 now for the Mustangs at their own, let's see, 26-yard line is the way it looks. So again, Durick will lead the troops out here for Tri Valley. Directly under center. Durick is going to hand off. And he's going to try to get to the edge that time. Cuts back toward the center, but nothing there. Good defense again by the Bulldogs. Cole Hendrickson had the rock that time for Tri Valley.
Loss about 2 yards, brings up second 12 for the Mustangs.
So loss of about 2 yards now for the Mustangs. So second down and about 12 now for Tri Valley. They are at quite deep in their own territory at about their 23-yard line. Durick under center. Going to fake the handoff, and here's a pass out to this side, but nice coverage out there on the edge by Sam Rick. Sam initially stopped it, then had about 4 or 5 of his Bulldog buddies come to help. So not much gain that time. They tried the misdirection play that time, the Mustangs did, but
Timeout called by the Mustangs. Good.
and there's a timeout on the field here. So again, glad to have everybody along here on a Friday night.
Coming on a timeout. 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs.
So 3rd down and 10 now for the Mustangs with 8:01 left here in the second quarter. Again, if you're just tuning in, Milbank is leading here 13-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Durick now takes the snap. He's going to be throwing it up to the center of the field, and that's going to be caught. And more than enough for the first down is a good job that time on the reception by Connor Glassford. And they needed 10. They got about 20 or so on that one. So move the sticks for the Mustangs. And first down and 10 now.
First and 10, and off the 46-yard line for the Mustangs.
So first down and 10 for the Mustangs. Now they're at their 46-yard line. So first down and 10. Durick back to pass. Looking, and nothing there. He's going to be sacked, gobbled up in the backfield. That time by Ethan Sire. Nice job to Ethan that time to get in the backfield that time, and he was just right there, just about simultaneously with the snap. So the ball is at Tri Valley's 35-yard line now. That's about a -10 that time for the Mustangs on the sack by Ethan Sire. So Durick under center now for the Mustangs. And he's going to hand off, and there's a nice little piece of running that time, and getting tripped up is Hendrickson. Hendrickson just about started on a full gallop that time, and he was tripped up right at the last second. He still got about 7 yards of that back. So it's 3rd and 13 now for the Mustangs. Clock rolls here at 6:47 left until halftime. Friday Night Lights down here from Colton, South Dakota. And again, 13-0 Milbank here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. As Durick under center now for the Mustangs. Fakes the pass, pump fakes, nothing open down the field, so Durick is going to take it himself, and then there's a flag. That's probably holding on the Mustangs. It's a nice gain by Tri Valley, but I'm guessing this one is in the area of holding back in the backfield. We'll just wait and let the referee tell us here shortly. But that's where the laundry came down, and we'll wait and see what the official call is here. Preliminary indication holding on the Mustangs, but we will wait and find out. You will know when I will know. Now the official takes a timeout, actually. That's going to be a holding on the Mustangs. So now they're trying to figure out where it's going to go, and in the meantime, we have a timeout on the field. And we're going to try to play these ads here again if we can.
Another Bulldog team, this time from Madison. And the Milbank Bulldogs play at home against West Central Trojans.
Well, I tell you what we'll do. We're going to thank our advertisers is what we're going to do. Thank you to Lewis Family Drug, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Merton's Auto Sales, Avera, Beaton Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslam Construction, Al's Body Shop, Ortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust, Chiropractic in Motion, Schmidt's Landing, 203 Realty, and Dakota Country Ag Service, our video sponsors. Thank you to them as well. OAHS, Whimsy on Main, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ameriprise Financial, Dennis Mears, ITC, and Merton's Auto Sales. So off the timeout now as Tri Valley comes back here on offense. So there are 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Again, Milbank is leading here 13-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. As Durek back in the shotgun now, a long time to pass. He fires it up, and that is going to be just about picked off way in the backfield that time by Engebretson. But nobody got to it that time in the backfield, not the receiver for Tri Valley or not Engebretson either. So that's going to bring up 4th down and another punting situation here for the Mustangs. You got to really give the Bulldog defense a lot of credit here so far tonight. Just about a half of play is done, but they have held Tri Valley scoreless here so far. Tri Valley had one big pass play way back in the first quarter to Chrome, and after that, it's been pretty much Milbank defense. That snap is high, pulled down, and there's going to be a punt that's going to be away from Mason Allen, and Mason's going to just let it fly out of bounds. So that'll bring 5:59 left in the second quarter. And bring the Bulldog offense back out here for another crack. Again, Tri Valley won the toss in the first quarter and did elect to receive. So Milbank will get their hands on the ball here to start quarter number 3. Of course, when we get to that time frame, obviously. So Holscher now stands in the pistol for Milbank. Snap low, hands off to Engebretson. Engebretson gets a little yardage toward the center of the field that time. He's going to gain about, couple 3 yards, I guess. Couple yards on that carry. Lance started off to his right, and now he went back to his left, and I think there's laundry on the field. Maybe not. Nope, I guess not. So, 2nd down and 8 now for Milbank with 5:28 left here in the second quarter. And Holscher is in trouble. Pocket is collapsing, and Holscher is going to be drugged down way back at about the 10-yard line, and that's number 2 on that charge that time. That's Colby Chrome. As Chrome got Holscher way back behind the line of scrimmage. Colby looked like he was shot out of a cannon that time in pursuit of Holscher. And 3rd down in the old proverbial country mile now for the Milbank Bulldogs. It's 3rd and about, I'm going to say 22, 23 yards the way it looks probably from here. It's probably even further than that. But again, if you're just tuning in, the main scoreboard clock here and down clock is out here at Tri Valley. And here is Holscher now, a little screen toward the center of the field. Bennett Hunt has it. And Bennett Hunt is going to be upended after, kind of a short gain that time. He got some yardage back, but not nearly enough. So that'll bring up a punting situation now for the Milbank Bulldogs. And so Milbank will go back to punt now. Franklin Peterson will drop back. And Tri Valley really should get pretty good offensive field position this time to start this drive. Here's the Peterson punt. That's a line drive, literally, and that's going to take a Milbank bounce. And Tri Valley just wisely stays away from it that time. Emmett Snaz, I believe, touched that one dead for Milbank. So Tri Valley will take over now in Milbank territory at about the, let's see, where are they going to place the ball? At about the 40-yard line, I believe. About exactly the 40-yard line is where they're going to put it down in Milbank territory. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. Plenty of time left for them here in the first half. There's 3:41 left in the second quarter, and 13-0. Milbank is leading Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Here's the handoff to Hendrickson. He tries the right side, goes back to his left. Doesn't get a whole lot that time.
57. Second down and a long.
Snoz on the initial tackle that time for the Bulldogs. So 3:09 left here in the second quarter. Tri Valley is at Milbank's 37-yard line. Here's a screen pass out to this side. They won waiting for the blocks. And they cut it back toward the center of the field. Cooper, nope, I beg your pardon, that is Connor Glassford on the reception for the Mustangs. So third down and short now for Tri Valley. They are at now Milbank's 31-yard line. Clock runs here with 2.5 left in the opening half, quarter number 2, I guess, if you will. Durick now on third and short. Goes directly under center for this particular play. Durick is going to take the snap, sends a runner in motion, stops halfway, and there's going to be a handoff, and that's not going to get anywhere that time. Good Bulldog defense. And let's see, was that number 12 that time for the Bulldogs? Brady Allen? I think Brady Allen, amongst maybe one or two others, got the stop on that one for Milbank. So it's fourth down and, well, about 3 or 4 now for the Mustangs. They are in Milbank's territory at the 33-yard line. And Durick in the pistol now. Chest high snap, gonna fake the handoff, and there's the throw down the field, and that's caught. That is caught.
First down to your Mustangs.
By number 5, Reiser. So nice little pitch and catch that time from Durick to Reiser. That's good enough for the first down and keeps the Mustang drive alive. Now for the time, they are at Milbank's 23-yard line. First down and 10, but there's only 61 seconds left here in the second quarter. And here's the handoff, and that's going to be a nice piece of second effort running that time by Cole Hendrickson. And then there's going to be a whistle and a timeout called by the Mustangs here on this Friday night. Again, coming up, the halftime show here on KMSD and our stream as well. And again, just experiencing some technical difficulties here with the advertisements tonight. Again, we're just about pushing every gear and knob that we know how to push here. But anyway, again, thanks to our sponsors, we'll keep naming them for you here tonight as Milbank is leading, like we said, 13-0, second quarter, a 27-yard touchdown pass. Holscher to Schooler. Extra point kick good by Peterson, 7-0 Milbank. 9:35 left in the second quarter. A 7-yard touchdown run as Sam Rick lined up in the quarterback position that time in the shotgun, and Sam took it in himself around the left side for a 7-yard touchdown with 9:35 left in the second. The extra point kick by Peterson, no good. 13-0 is your Milbank lead here at just about halftime with 46 seconds left. Milbank does get the ball to start quarter number 3. So the Mustangs now off the timeout. And Durick is going to fake the handoff, and he's going to be hit by about 3 Bulldogs really quickly that time. Bennett Hunt breaks through there. I think he made the initial contact. And then well, let's see. Liam Street might have gotten in there as well. And then there's going to be another timeout called as well. So the Milbank defense, really, if you're just tuning in for whatever reason, the Milbank defense obviously has hung a goose egg so far, but they have really been playing very, very well down here in Colton, South Dakota tonight. We should tell you, you're listening to Classic Hits, 95.1 KMSD FM, 1510 AM KMSD, Milbank, South Dakota, and streaming audio and video on our YouTube channel at KMSD Radio. So we've got some new equipment here tonight and some new features here, and so glad to have you along here tonight. Again, a nice crowd down here at Tri Valley tonight.
Third down and 14 to go for the Mustangs.
So here come the Mustangs now. Low snap. There's a throw out to the right side here, and that's going to be hauled in by Connor Glassford. And he is going to be pushed out of bounds. And he is at, again, the yard markers are covered up here on the side, so he is at about the 18-yard line. I believe the way it looks from here, 22 seconds left here in the second quarter. And Durick back to pass now. Here he's going to be in trouble again, and he's going to get out of it, though, but not fully. As Milbank's Brady Allen that time got hot pursuit again for the Bulldogs, and that's going to bring up turnover on downs now. So Milbank takes over, first down and 10 with only 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. And Milbank will just kneel on it, and that will be your halftime score. Milbank leads here 13-0 at half on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And we have halftime intermission coming up. And again, we're going to have to keep it here for most of it, so just bear with us here, and we'll do the best we can. Milbank, again, is leading here 13-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And we are still having trouble with our audio here. So again, we're just going to keep it here for a lot of what we can here during the halftime show. And again, welcome into the halftime show here from Tri Valley. Your halftime score is Milbank 13 and Tri Valley 0 here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Again, the first quarter here tonight was scoreless. So both teams played to a scoreless tie here at the end of the first half. And then Milbank scored their 2 touchdowns in quarter number 2. Again, a 27-yard touchdown pass from Lincoln Holscher to Max Schooler. And that was the first touchdown. The extra point kick, good from Franklin Peterson, 7-0 Milbank. at that point. Then with 9:35 left in the second quarter, a 7-yard touchdown run by Sam Rick. And the extra point that time, the kick was no good. So that is your score here, 7-0. Or 13-0, excuse me. Milbank is leading here at halftime intermission. Again, we want to thank our sponsors for bringing you these games here all season. Again, we've just got a good start here in the first half of the first game of the season. Milbank will be back home next Friday night. We'll get to that here in sometime in the halftime show. What schedule is coming up? Anyway, I want to thank these advertisers: Lewis Family Drug, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Merton's Auto Sales, Avera, Bean Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslam Construction, Al's Body Shop, Ortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust, Chiropractic in Motion, Schmidt's Landing, 203 Realty, and Dakota Country Ag Service. Our video sponsors: OAHS, Whimsy on Main, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ameriprise Financial, Dennis Mears, ITC, and Merton's Auto Sales, and the Lewis Family Drug, the exclusive sponsor of our scoreboard here throughout this football season. Again, we're going to try to get you some halftime scores here, perhaps, as well as a bunch of other things during the halftime show. Again, we're experiencing some technical difficulties with our ads here this evening, so that's why I'm doing a lot of talking here tonight, but that's okay. We'll do the best we can here. So, let's see here. All right, so let's call up the scoreboard here if we can get that. And so anyway, we're just going to mention the sponsors here a number of times tonight, and we'll have to figure out before next week, I guess, what happened to our ads tonight and things as well. So anyway, again, thanks to everybody for listening and sponsoring these broadcasts as well. And let's get to our scoreboard here. And let's see. Again, your halftime score here is Milbank leads 13-0 here at the end of halftime intermission. Again, Milbank gets the ball to start quarter number 3 here after the halftime intermission. And so that's kind of what we have here at Tri Valley here this evening. Okay, we're going to try one more thing here, and we'll see if we can have any success playing any advertisements here. All right, that is not working right now either. So anyway, again, we're just happy to have everybody along here tonight. Again, it's a good one. Milbank is leading here 13-0. Again, we're in halftime intermission. You're in tune to Classic Hits 95.1 KMSD FM, 1510 AM KMSD Milbank, South Dakota, and streaming audio and video on BigStoneRadio.com, as well as our YouTube page. So glad to have everybody along here on your Friday night. Yes, we are experiencing technical difficulties here. Trying to work through it, but we're just at halftime here. And again, we want to thank our sponsors, and those sponsors are Lewis Family Drug, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Mertens Auto Sales, Avera, Bean Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslam Construction, Al's Body Shop, Ortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust, Chiropractic in Motion, Schmitz Landing, 203 Realty, Dakota Country Ag Service. Again, our video sponsors are OAHS, Whimsy on Main, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ameriprise Financial, Dennis Mears, ITC, and Mertens Auto Sales. Again, we're a little over a minute here from starting quarter number 3. Again, Milbank will get the ball to start quarter number 3. Milbank is leading here 13-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. All right. So let's try to call something else up here. And I'm trying to look for our weekly sports schedule here. I will tell you that next Friday, football is home against West Central. Of course, we'll have that game for you here on the air and on the internet as well. So we'll have that for you next Friday night. And we'll see here. We'll tell you what else is coming up as Milbank comes back to the field now after the halftime intermission. Okay, Monday, Watertown JV Boys Golf Invite in Watertown. Junior varsity football, Tri Valley is up in Milbank to play junior varsity football on Monday. C-team football, Tri Valley against Milbank, up in Milbank as well. On Tuesday, Groton area versus Milbank, varsity golf at Groton. Aberdeen Roncalli versus Milbank, varsity girls tennis at Aberdeen Roncalli. There's 8th grade volleyball on Tuesday, Milbank versus Dual down at Dual. C-team volleyball, Dual High School. 7th grade volleyball at Dual as well. Junior varsity volleyball at Dual, varsity volleyball at Dual. That's all on Tuesday. And then, let's see, Thursday it looks like there's junior varsity, junior high golf triangular at Sisseton. And then varsity volleyball on Thursday. That'll be Clark Willow Lake. That'll be at Milbank. C-team and junior varsity, of course, before that. 7th and 8th grade as well before that. Then next Friday, a teacher in service, no school. The Augustana Twilight Cross Country meet, varsity girls cross country, and boys as well next Saturday at the Augustana Twilight meet. And then varsity boys cross country will be against Aberdeen Central next Saturday. And next Friday, I should say. And then Milbank against West Central next Friday night in Milbank. And we'll have that game for you here on the radio and on the internet as well. And we should have some of our bugs worked out by then. So we should be back to full strength, if you will, next Friday night. So anyway, again, we're doing the best we can down here, 13-0. Milbank at halftime intermission here. And, so we're getting ready to start quarter number 3 here. So we'll see if Milbank can pick up their initial football win in the season down here at Tri Valley. And again, we are going to start quarter number 3 as Milbank will get the ball here to start the third quarter. Okay, so everybody's getting ready now. Milbank is huddling up here on the near side, right in front of us. And Tri Valley will go across the field, of course. Again, a nice crowd down here tonight at Tri Valley here for the opening football game here on this Friday night, the last Friday night in August. So thanks to Doug back at our studios tonight. Thanks to Becky for trying to troubleshoot me through about a different 5 to 10 different scenarios here with this this video equipment and this video box and everything, but we will get it figured out. I promise we will, and we'll be, like I said, back to full strength here next Friday night in Milbank against West Central. 7 o'clock kickoff will be on the air about 10 to 7 or so next Friday night. Don't forget, Coach's Corner makes their season debut again tomorrow with Jeff Carino during the 10 o'clock hour. I think all 5 Milbank coaches are scheduled to appear. Of course, Coach Thompson will break this game down with Mr. Carino, as well as all the other coaches for the fall sports in Milbank as well. All right, we are ready for quarter number 3 here. Again, welcome into our video and audio stream, as well as our radio broadcast here as well. I'm Chad. Again, Doug is back at the studio here tonight. And Tri Valley will kick off here to Milbank to start quarter number 3. And here we go. And that's going to be gathered in at about the 10-yard line, 15, 20, 25 by Rick. He's still on his feet. Sam looking for daylight, and Rick doesn't go down until he gets all the way out to about the 45-yard line. Sam broke not only 1 or 2 or about 3 tackles that time on his way for about a 35 or so yard return there for Sam Rick. What a nice piece of running by the senior, Sam Rick. So Milbank and quarterback Lincoln Holscher out for you here. Holscher hands off to Engebretson. Engebretson gets past the first wave initially, and he dives for about a 5-yard gain. So second down and about splits the down in half, so we'll call it second down and 5 for Milbank now. They are at their own 49-yard line. Holscher checks his wristband here with 11:22 left in the third quarter. Snap is chest high. Throws it out to Rick. Rick gets away from the first defender. Sam Rick along the sidelines, and Sam Rick looking for a late flag, and there will be one. So add 15 yards to that tremendous pitch and catch that time. And Milbank is right back in business here, ladies and gentlemen. They are knocking on the proverbial door once again after you add the 15 yards after the penalty. And so Milbank should go down to about the 20-some yard line here. We'll wait and see where they put it down. So that is going to go inside the 20-yard line, or I beg your pardon, about the 23-yard line. Trips out to the right. They're going to hand it off to Engebretson up the center. Nice piece of running by Lance that time, as Engebretson gets ahead for about 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 now for Milbank at Tri Valley's about 13-yard line. So Holscher now is going to throw a pass out to Rick. Rick has blocks in front, cuts it back toward the center of the field, and nothing there, though. The Tri Valley defense really converged good that time. Give the Mustangs a lot of credit as Sam cut it back toward the center of the field, but about 3 or 4 Mustangs were just right there waiting for him. So a third down and about 7 now for the Bulldogs. They are at, again, about the 22-yard line or so, as Holscher takes a little bit of a low snap, picks it up, throws it out to the center of the field, and that is going to be caught by Grabo, and that is not a touchdown. Boy, I thought that was a touchdown from here, but he got to about the half-yard line, I think. Or we'll call it the 1 yard line then. So first and goal from the 1. Holscher throws it in, and that will be caught. 2 by Grabo, so a 1 yard touchdown catch by Cade Grabo. So we change the scoreboard now to 19-0. And Milbank will try to get to 21, so it looks like they're going to go for the 2 here. 19-0 Milbank for now. 2-point conversion is upcoming here. As Holscher now back to pass, throws it into the end zone. Grabo catches that one as well. So Cade catches the touchdown, and he gets the 2-point catch. So it is now 21-0 Milbank. And the Bulldogs are leading here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. So quite a nice night here so far for the Milbank Bulldogs. All right, so the ensuing kickoff now is upcoming here. So Franklin Peterson now will set the kick of sail here. And here's the kick. And that's going to be picked up on the far sideline over there by the Tri Valley receiver. He's got a head of steam. He's trying to get into the secondary, and he just about does. A nice return. That time by number 22 for the Mustangs, and that is Alex McFarland. So Alex McFarland that time comes up with that nice kickoff return. So the ball is exactly at midfield here for the Mustangs, where they'll open up their drive here in the third quarter. Again, trailing here 21-0 to Milbank with 9:37 left in the third. Here's a handoff, and that's going to be Hendrickson. He gets by the first couple tacklers. Hendrickson is still on his feet, and Hendrickson is going to be pushed out of bounds after a nice run, though, by number 3 that time for Tri Valley.
Picks up a first down for Mustangs.
And so 1st and 10 now for the Mustangs. They are at Milbank's 35-yard line. As the Bulldogs looking to dig back in on defense here after they scored a touchdown to open up the third quarter. That 1 yard touchdown catch by Cade Grabo, and Grabo added the 2-pointer as well on a catch. Here's the handoff, and that's a nice piece of running again by McFarland. And he goes right up the gut that time, if you will, and he gets about 7 yards. So Tri Valley, they are on a mission now, the way it looks here. With 8:49 left here in the third quarter. Milbank is leading right now on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard, 21-0. And Durick in the pistol formation. He's going to hand off. And that's Hendrickson again. Hendrickson needed 3. He got about 5 or 6 that time. Move the sticks for the Mustangs.
First down, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
So 1st and 10 now for the Tri Valley Mustangs. They are at Milbank's 22-yard line approximately. We're closing in on 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. 8:04 to be exact. Quarterback directly under the center this time, Cooper Durick. He's going to hand off, and that's not much doing there. As Cale Wenzel and Hunt and a few other Bulldog buddies, I believe, were in on that tackle that time for the Milbank team. 7:36, and your clock runs here in the third quarter. Milbank is leading 21-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Night has fallen here in Colton, South Dakota. As Durick now, he's going to hand off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson sees the seam up the center, and Hendrickson just about gets into the end zone, but, well, he's stopped, I guess, at about the 5-yard line, I believe. Boy, Hendrickson had a head of steam that time, and like we said, Tri Valley really running with reckless abandon here on this particular drive. So it's a 1st and goal now for Tri Valley from about the 3-yard line. With under 7 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. And Durick now under center. He's going to hand off, and there is a touchdown from 3 yards by Alex McFarland. So Alex McFarland, a 3-yard run. And 6:42, that's just what the doctor ordered that time for the Tri Valley Mustangs, as the score now is 21-6. Milbank is leading, and they will go for the extra point here. And that is number 54, Caden King, going to attempt the extra point. Snap down, spot, kick is up, and that is good. So it is now 21-7. Milbank on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard, as the Mustangs have closed 2 scores closer here on your Friday night. Again, Milbank plays West Central next Friday night, and Milbank will have end-to-end coverage for you on KMSD, as well as, all right. Again, thanks to everybody along the way that's listening. A lot of people I know listening up in Northeast South Dakota. Welcome in again to Friday Night Football here, Friday Night Lights, Colton, South Dakota. And again, if you're just tuning in, you're probably wondering why you're not hearing any advertisements tonight. Well, there's a little faux pas here with our one piece of equipment. So we will have that remedied before next Friday night for sure. So anyway, thanks again to all of our sponsors. We'll list them a number of times yet, because without them, of course, this broadcasting is not possible. So now the ensuing kickoff for Tri Valley from Caden King. And here comes number 54, right foot on the ball, and it's a line drive caught by one of the upmen for Milbank, trying to get the left side. And that is a return that time by Brady Allen on the return for Milbank. He caught he's a shortstop in baseball, and he caught a line drive like he did on the baseball field, literally on the football field that time. As Brady Allen, like we said, baseball shortstop, comes up with the line drive catch that time from the right foot of the Tri Valley kicker, Caden King. 21-7, Milbank is leading, and don't touch that proverbial radio dial or that internet browser, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of football left to be played with 6:36 left here in the third quarter. Milbank back with the ball now, Holscher, and he's sending all kinds of men in motion here different ways. Holscher takes the waist-high snap. There's a tip ball, and oh boy. Ooh, you could hear Milbank all the way up here breathing a collective sigh of relief on that one as that ball hung in the air for a while on the tip ball. And that was just about picked off by the Mustangs that time. But again, as you heard the sigh of relief, or maybe didn't, from the Milbank faithful, that hit the turf harmlessly. Clock stops, though, with 6:32 left here in the third quarter. Grabo is, they're going to hand off. Holscher is going to hand off. And that is going to be Bennett Hunt on the carry. So 3rd and long now for Milbank, 3rd and 11. I guess if you believe in that old thing called momentum, the Tri Valley Mustangs certainly have the ball in their court right now, momentum-wise, as they're flying all over the field. 3rd and 11, big play here for Milbank. Holscher goes out to his right. He's going to let it go, and that's just about going to be caught out there by Milbank, but not quite. That pass intended for Schooler that time for Milbank, Max Schooler. And that'll bring up 4th down. And so a punting situation, and Milbank's defense now is going to have to dig back in here. Tri Valley got a few nice runs on that last drive, and they had, like we said, have the whole head of steam right now going. And Milbank is still up by 2 scores here, 21-7. And there's 5:50 left here in the third quarter. Again, don't forget Coach's Corner tomorrow during the 10 o'clock hour with Jeff Carino. Snap is a good one, and that's a block punt by Tri Valley this time. Oh, my heavens. Tri Valley just has all the momentum right now in the whole wide world. And there's going to be a block punt, so Tri Valley is going to get really good field position now, and we'll see what the Mustangs do with it here. So Tri Valley is at Milbank's 32-yard line now, and they are, like we said, they have a head of steam right now. 5:45 left here in the third. And Tri Valley and Cooper Durick take over here for the Mustangs. And Durick now is in the pistol. He's going to take the chest-high snap. He's going to hand it off to Hendrickson. Not much that time, though. Good Bulldog pursuit. Hendrickson did not get by the initial wave of tacklers that time. And on the bottom of the pile, and he's still laying there. I hope he's going to be okay, but we'll see who that is. Might be a cramp, as 3 or 4 Bulldogs in on the tackle that time, and I think the guy that's laying on the ground was the initial tackler, but again, I can't see the number, and I'm not going to speculate right now, so anyway, again, thanks to all of our sponsors here for bringing you these games all season long. This is game number 1, of course. They are Lewis Family Drug, the Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Merton's Auto Sales, Vera Bean Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslam Construction, Al's Body Shop, Ortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust, Chiropractic in Motion, Schmidt's Landing, 203 Realty, Dakota Country Ag Service. Our video sponsors, OAHS, Whimsy on Main, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ameriprise Financial, Dennis Mears, ITC, and Merton's Auto Sales, and Lewis Family Drug, our exclusive scoreboard sponsor. And that is Sam Rick. Hunt. Oh, it looked like a 3. My bad. That's number 9, Bennett Hunt. Okay. All right. So hopefully Bennett will be okay. We wish nothing but the best, of course, for the young man, like we always say. As now Tri Valley comes back out, as there is 5:24, and time is ticking here in the third quarter. Durick under center. Milbank jumps off sides, and there's going to be Sire in the backfield. He's going to get the sack. And I don't know if there's laundry on the field. I don't think there is. Milbank must have gotten back in time, evidently. But anyway, Ethan Sire and a couple of others came in there like a house on fire that time and took down the runner for Tri Valley. So it's 3rd and long now. Third and about 16 for Tri Valley at Milbank's, let's see, 40, 30, 37-yard line, I guess. So 4.5 left here. Trips left to the left. Durick back to pass, looking. He throws it out, and that's going to be incomplete. That was intended that time for... Didn't catch the number. Now another Bulldog is down. I don't know, it looks like maybe another cramp. Kind of a hot, humid evening out there. I guess it's cooled off a little bit now, but a couple of Bulldogs here. Now Bennett Hunt is sitting on the sideline. I think I don't know. I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on the radio, so I don't know what exactly is wrong with him, but now another Bulldog is laying on the ground. And again, we just hope the best. Nothing but the best for these young athletes out there. As you don't like to see injuries, obviously, ever in this game, or any game for that matter. Bennett Hunt running up and down the sidelines now, looking really not a lot of worse for the wear down there. So again, don't forget Coach's Corner tomorrow morning during the 10 o'clock hour. Bennett sure working on that left calf area. Maybe he's massaging that, I believe, a little bit as he's running up and down the sidelines after he's done running. Testing it out, I guess, if you will. And that is Snaza. That is number 57, Emmett Snaza, that's going to get up now. And again, hopefully Emmett will be okay as well. Looks like he's kind of favoring that left foot, ankle, calf. Again, I don't know. Anyway, so Tri Valley now back to live action. They are on 4th down here now. And, of course, field position, obviously, you're kind of in 4-down territory here, I believe. 4th and about 14, though, for the Mustangs. So we'll see if Milbank can dig in defensively here and make a stop. With 4:22 left in the third quarter, here's a pass. They're going to set up the screen, and that's going to be getting by the first wave. And, boy, that is going to be close, I think, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be close. As Hendrickson eluded the first wave of tacklers that time, and I guess he is a few yards short. Kind of a deceiving angle from up here. It looked like Hendrickson initially got quite a bit further than he actually did. But Milbank will take over on downs. 1st down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. They will take over at the 28-yard line in their own territory. 4:13 left in the third quarter. Milbank is leading here 21-7. On the Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard. Again, West Central, the opposition, next Friday night at AB Campbell Stadium. As Holscher checks the wristband, the junior quarterback. It's going to hand off. And that is Engebretson on the tote that time. Engebretson is going to get to probably about a yard. So 2nd down and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Of course, if you're Milbank, you wouldn't mind letting the clock just maybe run here just a little bit, perhaps milk a little bit of the third quarter clock here, what's left of it. As it's 2nd down and long now, 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. In the pistol is Holscher behind center. Snap is waist high. Holscher is going to let it go out here to Rick. Sam catches it. Sam Rick. What a nice catch by Sam that time. And there's a snap that gets away from Holscher, and Holscher is going to do the wise thing and just lay on it, or just bounce on it, I guess. Well, lay on it for better, lack of a better phrase, I guess. So they gave up a lot of yards, but at least for now, Milbank did not give the ball back to Tri Valley. So second down and about 20 now for the Bulldogs. With 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Again, 21-7. Milbank is leading down here in Colton, South Dakota on a Friday night. And here is Holscher now back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Holscher gets away. Lincoln keeps the play alive and catches down there Liam Street. Let's take a look at that one once again. Nice pitch and catch that time as Holscher extended the play. And now Milbank is at the 29-yard line in Tri Valley territory with 2:17 left in the third quarter. Here's a screen to Rick. Rick gets by the first tackler. Sam Rick is cutting back toward the inside of the field, and he is up to about the 15-yard line. So now Milbank all of a sudden has a head of steam back once again on the offensive side of things here, as they are back deep now into Tri Valley territory here. What a good game here tonight down at Colton, South Dakota. Again, if you don't have GPS, you're never going to find this place unless you know where you're going. But thank heavens for GPS. That is all I have to say. Anyway, beautiful facility, by the way. High school and field here. As there's a handoff now to, didn't catch the number. Engebretson maybe on the carry there. Number 20, yep. Lance Engebretson. He gets about 2 or 3. So Milbank now with 1:15 left here in the third quarter. As Holscher now again is going to stand in the pistol, hands it back to Engebretson. Lance, he's going to get about 2 yards probably on that carry. But Milbank, more importantly, is keeping the clock on the move here. So 3 quarters just about expired here on a Friday night. Milbank is leading 21-7, and they're knocking on the door for more. As Holscher now is going to be again in the pistol for Milbank with Engebretson in his right pocket. Holscher back to pass, and that's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. So a tip pass that time by Nebelsick for the Mustangs. Now Milbank, and I'm not sure, but I would guess they're in 4-down territory. So that is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Holscher in the shotgun, back to pass. He throws it, and that is going to be incomplete. Intended on the sideline for Sam Rick. But turnover on downs is Milbank, so Tri Valley will take over here with just a few seconds left in the third quarter. 23, I believe that says, to be exact.
First and 10 for the Mustangs.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, 21 for Milbank, 7 for Tri Valley here on the Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard, as the Mustangs are at their own, I believe it's about the 10-yard line or so. Here's Durick now. He's going to hand off, and there's, It started out to be a nice run and then closed pretty quickly by the Milbank defense. And that is Hendrickson on the carry. And that will end 3 quarters of play. So don't go anywhere, and if you must, take us with you. 3 quarters are in the books here in Tri Valley. It's Milbank 21, Tri Valley 7 after 3 quarters. And we are just going to keep it right here, of course, as again, we want to remind you, Coach's Corner tomorrow during the 10 o'clock hour with Jeff Carino. And I'm going to do a little housekeeping here on the scoreboard on our live stream. And now we'll walk the long way to the end of the field here. And again, we will take this chance to thank our sponsors, Lewis Family Drug, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Merton's Auto Sales, Avera, Bean Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslin Construction, Al's Body Shop, Hortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust, Chiropractic in Motion, Schmidt's Landing, 203 Realty, Dakota Country Ag Service. Our video sponsors, OAHS, Whimsy on Main, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ameriprise Financial, Dennis Mears, ITC, and Merton's Auto Sales. Other sponsorships, our scoreboard, the Lewis Family Drugstore. All right. Welcome in to the 4th quarter here in Tri Valley. As we've got 12 minutes of Friday night football here left to play. Friday night lights, if you will.
Starting off on the 4th quarter, 2nd and 6 to go for the Mustangs.
So 2nd down and about 6 now for the Mustangs. Durick back to pass. He throws it out, just out of the reach of Chrome. Chrome had about a half a step that time on Max Schooler, but the ball thrown too far in front of the Tri Valley receiver. So 3rd down and 6 now for the Mustangs. So, of course, clock stops on the incomplete pass. 11:56 left here to play. Milbank up here 21-7 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And 3rd and 6 now, the next big play of this game right here. As Durick now is going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw the pass toward the center of the field, just a little bit behind the intended receiver, Connor Glassford, that time, and Sam Rick right in his back pocket as well. And so Tri Valley will be forced to punt, and that will give the ball back to the Milbank Bulldogs here. Again, Milbank conventionally here should get some pretty good field position, barring some freak play here. Snap is a good one. Punt is a mile high in the air. And that takes a Tri Valley bounce, too. That was a nice punt by the Mustangs punter that time. And it's going to be touch dead at Milbank's 47-yard line. So that's where the Bulldogs will take over. 1st down and 10. Milbank scored 2 of its touchdowns in the 2nd quarter. They added 1 in the 3rd quarter. Tri Valley's only tally came in the 3rd quarter. So Milbank was up at that point 21-0, but that Alex McFarland 3-yard touchdown run was 6:42 left in the 3rd. With the extra point tacked on, made it this 21-7 score now for the Bulldogs in front, and Holscher and the crew are out on the field now on offense. Here's a snap. That's a bobbled snap. And boy, Tri Valley just was right there, just about at the right time. As both Engebretson and Holscher feverishly tried to jump on that thing that time, and one of them did get it because Tri Valley did not get the turnover. But again, you're hearing Milbank in northeast South Dakota. Phew. As that could have been a huge turnover right there. But as it is, Milbank keeps the ball. Second down and about 15 now for the Bulldogs. 11 minutes and change left here in the game. Again, don't forget the post-game show. As here's the handoff. That's going to be Engebretson on the carry again. And he is going to get not quite the lost yardage back. He's going to get about 3 of those yards back. 2 maybe, so third and about 13 now for Milbank.
Third down and about 13 for the Bulldogs.
Third and 13. Cale Wenzel runs in for Milbank with the latest play, evidently. Now Milbank just kind of looking over to the sidelines. I don't know if there's some mix-up of a play here or something. I don't know. Maybe Milbank is going to be forced to take a timeout, and they will, I think, take a timeout here as they let the clock run down to 10-12, and then Coach Thompson takes a timeout. And again, we will remind you, Friday night football next Friday night returns to Milbank. West Central Trojans will be in town to play Milbank. We'll have the game for you about 10 to 7, I suppose, for the pregame. 7 o'clock kickoff on KMSD and our YouTube page as well, at KMSD Radio. And then, so we're just getting a good start here in this season. Game number 1, again, Coach's Corner tomorrow during the 10 o'clock hour. Jeff Carino, I believe, will talk to all 5 Milbank coaches tomorrow during the 10 o'clock hour, so tune in for that in the morning. Get you caught up on all things Bulldog sports. Again, if you're just tuning in for some reason, first of all, a hearty welcome aboard on your Friday night. And second of all, you're scratching your head wondering why we're not hearing any advertisements tonight. Well, there's a little something wrong with our little YOLO box here, so we can't put radio ads out or internet ads either. So, again, that'll be fixed by next Friday night. So, Holscher in the pistol now for the Bulldogs. Off the timeout, handoff to Bennett Hunt, who's back in there now. Bennett is going to drag about 4 tacklers with him on his way to only about a 3-yard gain, back to about the original line of scrimmage. So 4th and 10 now for Milbank, and they will send out the punting unit. You're listening to Classic Hits 95.1 KMSD FM, 1510 AM KMSD, Milbank, South Dakota. Streaming audio and video to the World Wide Web, BigStoneRadio.com, and our YouTube page, of course, as well. So Tri Valley will get the ball back now as Franklin Peterson drops to punt for Milbank. Franklin will stand at about his own 35-yard line. Snap is waist high. Franklin is just going to pooch one off to the right. And that will take actually a Tri Valley bounce. And so that is going to give Tri Valley actually pretty good field position. They'll be at their own, looks like 41, well, maybe not. We'll see where the official stops here. Okay, it's about the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Okay, 38-yard line. I was right in the first place. All right, Tri Valley comes back out now. Cooper Durick, quarterback. 9:13 left in the game. Milbank leads 21-7 as Durick under center now for the Mustangs. Fades to fire, looks, and that is going to be tipped up in the air. And I could hear the Tri Valley faithful from all the way over across the field. Whew. As that could have easily been picked off by the Bulldogs that time, but it just hit harmlessly here on the Tri Valley grass field here near Colton, South Dakota. So clock stops, of course, on the incomplete pass with 9:08 left here in the game. Again, Milbank leads 21-7. Milbank has scored two via the pass, one via the run here this evening. Durick under center. Going to go back to pass, looking, and he's got a receiver open, and that's picked off. That's picked off by Sam Rick. Excuse me. Sam Rick, what a nice return, but there is laundry on the field, ladies and gentlemen. There is laundry on the field, so we'll just hold the phone here, so to speak, for just a minute. Sam Rick did come up with the interception, but there is laundry on the field, so we will wait and see. Holding on Tri Valley, so that should be Milbank's ball, and it will be deep into Tri Valley, well, pretty deep into Tri Valley territory. I guess it is at about the 30-yard line. So Sam Rick kind of playing center field that time, and he came up with the INT for the Bulldogs. Ball on the far hash mark on the other side of the field here in Tri Valley. Again, Milbank sets up shop at about the 30-yard line. Holscher is going to hand off to Hunt. Hunt keeps those wheels going. Bennett Hunt gets spun down quite violently after about a 3-yard gain. So second down and about, a short 8, I suppose, long 7, if you will. So, of course, if you're Milbank now, you're really in no particular rush. You'd kind of like to see the clock even go faster than it is right now. You've got a 2-touchdown lead and possibly knocking on the door here for more. And here's the snap now to Holscher. He fakes the handoff. Holscher is coming around the right side himself, and he's going to throw the ball, and that's was really to nobody in particular there, I think, as Holscher kind of was trying to make something out of nothing, and he just kind of threw the ball that time. And like we said, there really probably nobody in particular, but anyway, it's third down and about 8 now for Milbank. So third down and 8 now for the Bulldogs. Holscher back to pass, looking, and that's going to be not caught out there by Cade Grabo. I think Cade heard some footsteps from the defenders perhaps that time. It fell incomplete. And so that'll bring up fourth down now, and of course Milbank, I'm sure, will go for it here. They're not quite in field goal range, but certainly not in punting range either. So the fourth down play is upcoming here for the Bulldogs. 4th and 7. The next biggest play of the game is unfolding right now. Holscher looking, wings a pass into the end zone. Sam Rick is there. And Sam Rick hauls it in. So touchdown Bulldogs. It is 27-7 now, Milbank. Extra point kick upcoming by Franklin Peterson. And the right-footed kicker will send it airborne here. Snap down, spot up. It's blocked, though, by the Mustangs. So extra point kick is no good, but we leave the scoreboard at Milbank 27 and Tri Valley 7 with 7:58 left. We're just going to keep it right here, of course, for the next drive here. How long was that touchdown? Okay. That was a 28-yard touchdown officially from Holscher to Rick. So 27-7, Milbank is leading here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And the ensuing kickoff now is coming here for the Bulldogs. Franklin Peterson will put the ball airborne here for Milbank. And here comes the right-footed kick. And that is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. As Alex McFarland just kind of watched that one go that time, and it did go into the end zone. Just barely made it in there, I think, but it did. So touchback. So now Milbank has a 3-score lead here, and Tri Valley has just a tick under 8 minutes left in this game to make up that deficit. We'll see if Milbank's defense can dig in one more time here at least tonight. So the Mustangs now will set up shop, 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. Again, 7:59 left here in this contest. Durick now in the pistol for the Mustangs. Snap a little bit low. Durick comes up with it, throws a pass, and the receiver is open. And that is a nice catch. Sullivan Sneathen on the catch that time for the Mustangs, and that covered a lot of territory. Oh, I suppose that was 40, 45 yards or so. So Tri Valley now in a bit of business here. They are in Milbank's territory now at the 43-yard line. Clock runs at 7:30 left here in the game. As Durick under center now, he's going to fade to fire. Durick is just about going to be sacked, and then he's just about intercepted. And there was some contact down there, and I think some of the Tri Valley players obviously wanted a flag, but I see nary a flag out on the field. So that was a clean defensive play that time by the Bulldogs. As there was quite the possible collision there on the field. But anyway, nobody any the worse for the wear for it, I guess, and there's no penalty marker on the field. So it is 2nd down and 10 now for the Mustangs with 7:20 left to play here, and Milbank has a 27-7 lead on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Mustangs on the near hash mark here. Durick passes, and that's going to be not caught by Reiser, the intended receiver. So 7:16 left here in the game. Milbank is leading 27-7 here. Again, don't forget Coach's Corner tomorrow. During the 10 o'clock hour, Jeff Carino will break down this game with Coach Thompson, and a lot of other coaches. All the fall coaches, I think, are set to be in tomorrow for Coach's Corner. 10 to 11 tomorrow, KMSD. Don't you miss it. Durick now with the snap. He fades, and he was faked the pass, and he's just going to slide down kind of harmlessly now toward the sideline. They wanted something deep, obviously, that time, but good coverage on the back end that time by the Bulldogs. And so nothing home for Durick down the field. So the quarterback from Tri Valley says, okay, I'm going to try to get as much out of this as I can, as he slid ahead for about, 3-4 yards, I guess, that time. So the ball is at Milbank's 40 now, and Tri Valley with the next biggest play of this game. They're facing a 4th down here, so will they turn it over on downs, or will they make the first down? You will find out as soon as I know. They send dual wides out to the right. Send a guy in motion. Oh, that pocket collapsed quickly. Durick down. Sire again in pursuit for Milbank, as Ethan Sire got in there and made sure that play didn't go any further that time. So turnover on downs. Milbank gets it back now with 6:20 left in the game. Milbank up by 20, so we'll see if Coach Thompson just takes a little bit of air out of the ball here, or we'll just wait and see what happens. Maybe try to run a little bit of clock, but again, that's why I'm up here. I'm certainly not down on the sidelines coaching, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens here, as Holscher now is in the pistol again for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are at their own 43. Here's the handoff, and boy, not getting anywhere that time is Hunt. And Tri Valley had no less than about 3 players right down Bennett Hunt's throat that time on the tackle. And there is going to be a Tri Valley player laying down on the grass now. Again, I've said it when a couple of Milbank guys got dinged up a little bit earlier tonight. Certainly hope the best for the young man from Tri Valley, as he, I think, was the initial tackler that time, too, for the Mustangs, and he kind of took the worst of that one. And, again, just hope he's going to be okay. That's all we can say. So, 27-7, Milbank is leading here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And, again, Milbank returns home for their home 26 football debut against the West Central Trojans next Friday night. Again, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll be on the air about 6:50, I suppose, or so. Still attending to the injured Mustang laying on the field. Xavier Yount, number 56.
Brings up 2nd down and about 14 to go for the Bulldogs.
Looks like he's not walking too bad. Again, we just hope he's going to be okay. So anyway, Milbank now back on the field, facing a 2nd down and about 13 or 14 now. So 6:07 left here, and the clock runs, of course, in the 4th quarter now, as Bulldogs have duels out to the left, one wide out here to the right. And there's Holscher now. He's going to hand it to Hunt. Hunt has a full head of steam, but he gets about, I suppose 4 yards, maybe 3 yards on that one. Yeah, it's actually more like a 2-yard gain. But now clock, of course, becoming Milbank's ally and Tri Valley's enemy here quite quickly, as there's only 5.5 left, actually a little bit under that. Now, of course, Milbank taking as much time as they can in between plays, which you can expect, of course. And now Rick is in the quarterback position. Sam Rick takes it around the left edge. Sam Rick still on his feet. And Sam Rick is going to get ahead enough for the first down. He needed about 12. Sam got about 14 on that carry. So what a huge play for Milbank that time. keeping the clock running, keeping the chains moving, and we're down to 5:03 left here in the game. Again, Milbank leads here 27-7. And Milbank is in Mustang territory now at the 44-yard line. Sam Rick still lining up back in the quarterback position now in the pistol. And Sam is going to hand it off this time to Hunt. Bennett Hunt dives ahead for about 3 yards, I suppose. So we are under 4.5 left in the game now. And Sam Rick still in the pistol now for Milbank in the quarterback position. Going to hand off again to Hunt. And, of course, again, the conventional wisdom, of course, here for Milbank is you want to chew as much clock as you possibly can en route to what could be or probably should be your first victory on the season. But there's still a lot of clock, or there's still a lot of game to play yet with 3:40 left. But as every second goes by, they are precious seconds here for both teams. So 3rd down and long now, 3rd and 7. And Rick now takes the waist-high snap. He's going to hit it out to Bennett Hunt. Bennett's going to cut it back toward the center of the field, but not get anywhere near the first down that time. He's going to be short. And so it's going to bring up 4th down now, and Milbank will, I believe, send out Franklin Peterson, the punter. And so Franklin will probably just try to pooch it here, obviously, because there's not a whole lot of field to deal with, but Franklin will stand at exactly the 50-yard line. So 2:40 left in the game, and Milbank sending people in now. And again, the Bulldogs, of course, in no rush. They're trying to milk every second to the clock here as Franklin Peterson takes the snap. Punt is away, and that's going to be away from the Tri Valley receiver, and that's going to go back through the end of the end zone for a touchback. So 2:21 left in the game. Tri Valley will come out on offense, trailing 27-7 here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And like we said, 2:21 left here in the game. Again, we'll just have a real short post-game show here, and then we'll pack the bags and head her north on I-29, destination Milbank, sometime later tonight. As Durek in the pistol now for the Mustangs. Takes the waist-high snap. Durek back to pass. Fires one out here, and that's a nice catch. And he's going to get away from the defenders that time. Good piece of running and good piece of defense by Colby Chrome that time, as Colby absolutely would not be denied on that play. He made a huge play for Tri Valley that time on the receiving end. Colby Chrome, a 6'2", 185-pound senior for the Mustangs. Highway 212 left in this game here, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we have left here in the 4th quarter. Milbank leads 27-7 here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Durek now directly under center this time for the Mustangs. He's in trouble again, and he's going to get away from the initial tackler, and then Cale Wenzel made sure that he went down for good that time as he got away from the initial tackler. But like we said, Cale Wenzel put the finishing touches on the Tri Valley quarterback in the backfield that time. So a minute 41 left here in this contest. Second down and about 15 now for the Mustangs. They are at exactly the midfield stripe. Here's the quarterback, Durek, back to pass. He's going to throw it out there, and that is going to be caught, I think, anyway. Oh, man, what a nice catch out there by Sullivan Sneathen. Oh, my heavens. He had Milbank's defender, I mean, literally draped all over him that time, and Sneathen still came down with that reception. How he came down with that reception, I still can't figure out, but big credit to number 9 that time, Sullivan Sneathen, for coming down with that catch for the Mustangs. And now they're in Milbank territory at the 18-yard line. But now there's only 51 seconds left in the game, so we'll see if Tri Valley pushes the final one in here. Durek back to pass, looking, going to throw it out, and that's incomplete. That was intended for Glassford on that play, so now there is 39 seconds. The clock has stopped, of course, with the incomplete pass. And Milbank will come out of here 1-0. 27-7 right now. Tri Valley could score again. We'll wait and see. But either way, Milbank will be 1-0 after this game here tonight. Durek back to pass, and that's incomplete. Again, Reiser, the intended receiver on that one, so.
Once again, next week, the Mustangs will be at home against the Bulldogs once again, but this time will be the Madison Bulldogs.
So, Tri Valley, I heard in the background, will have the other Bulldog team in Class 11A, Madison, up here, down here, I should say, next week. So there are 35 seconds left in this contest, and it is now 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Durek back to pass. He's flushed out to his right. He's going to keep it himself. Durek looking to get out of bounds, and he gets escorted out of bounds, and there's a late flag. And there's Laundry that flew in that time, and I think I know what the call is going to be, but I won't exactly call it right now. I think the escort out of bounds was perhaps just a little bit too hard that time. I'm just going to leave it at that. And so the Mustangs now will have the ball. Oh, man, that's far on the other side. I think it's about the, 5-yard line? Okay, about the 5-yard line. 27 seconds left in the game. Milbank is leading 27-7 here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. And they send a man in motion. Durek now is going to hand it off. And that is a 5-yard touchdown run. 5-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs with 24 seconds left. And so now it is 27-13. Milbank is leading. And now the Mustangs, I believe, will go for 2. And Durick now lines up for the two-point conversion. Snap, he's going to keep it himself and get into the end zone. A two-point conversion by the quarterback. Durick is good. So it is 27-15 now, as Tri Valley has narrowed the gap to 12. The only problem for the Mustangs is there are only 24 seconds left on the game clock here tonight. All right. Again, Coach's Corner here tomorrow morning. KMSD, FM, and AM, of course. And Jeff Carino will break this game down with Coach Thompson, and all the other fall coaches will appear, I believe, as well. As, again, we want to thank our sponsors, Lewis Family Drug, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Mertens Auto Sales, Avera, Bean Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslam Construction, Al's Body Shop, Ortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust, Chiropractic in Motion, Schmitz Landing, 203 Realty, Dakota Country, Ag Services. Our video sponsors, OAHS, Whimsy on Main, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ameriprise Financial, Dennis Mears, ITC, and Mertens Auto Sales. So the kickoff now from the Mustangs, and here it is. It's a little squib kick, but that's not going to go 10 yards. And so Milbank probably one kneel down, and this game will be history here tonight, as Milbank will be 1-0 on the season. The Mustangs will drop to 0-1. And again, Milbank football next Friday night from A.B. Campbell up in Milbank. West Central, the opposition, 6:50 pregame, approximately 7 o'clock kickoff. KMSD FM, AM, video and audio on our YouTube page. So, the best formation in football, the victory formation, is right here. For the Bulldogs, one kneel, and that is all it should be. And Milbank will go to 1-0 on the season as the clock is melting now, 14, 13, 12. I'm going to wait till it gets to 0, but the teams are going to line up and shake hands. And there is a 0-0 on the scoreboard. Your final score tonight, Milbank 27, Tri Valley 15. Let's just wrap up the game and thank our sponsors. And then we're going to, like we said, pack up the bags and head north on 29. Destination Milbank sometime yet this evening. Our first quarter here tonight was scoreless. The second quarter, a 27-yard touchdown pass, Holscher to Schooler. That was about 6 minutes left, I believe, in the second quarter. Extra point kick good, 7-0 Milbank. 9:35 left in the second. 7-yard touchdown run by Sam Rick. Extra point kick no good, 13-0 Milbank. I stand corrected. That touchdown would have been about 11 minutes left in the second quarter. So 13-0 Milbank at halftime intermission. Third quarter, a 1-yard touchdown catch from Holscher to Cade Grabo. Cade on the reception. He made the 2-point conversion as well. With 9:40 left in the third, Milbank leads 21-0. Third quarter, 6:42 left. Alex McFarland, 3-yard touchdown run for Tri Valley. Extra point kick good, 21-7 Milbank after 3. Milbank added 7:58 left in the fourth quarter. A 28-yard touchdown pass, Holscher to Sam Rick. Extra point kick no good, 27-7 Milbank. 24 seconds left, a 5-yard touchdown run by Tri Valley. 2-point conversion good, 27-15 your final here tonight. Milbank 1-0 on the season, Tri Valley 0-1. Again, Milbank home next week against West Central. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:50 pregame here on KMSD and our YouTube channel as well. Again, thanks to our sponsors, Lewis Family Drug, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Mertens Auto Sales, Avera, Bean Pharmacy, Border Lake Insurance, Johnson Family Dentistry, Haslam Construction, Al's Body Shop, Ortonville Area Health Services, ITC, Millstone Family Restaurant, First Bank and Trust, Chiropractic in Motion, Schmidt's Landing, 203 Realty, Dakota Country Ag Service. Our video sponsors, OAHS, Whimsy on Main, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ameriprise Financial, Dennis Mears, ITC, and Mertens Auto Sales. And thanks to all those fine sponsors, Lewis Family Drug, our exclusive scoreboard sponsor. Thanks to Doug back at the studios. Thanks to Becky for trying to help me troubleshoot some things here tonight. It'll all be fixed, though, by next Friday night against West Central. Thanks to the fine folks here at Tri Valley for their fine hospitality here tonight. We appreciate it. And for now, for KMSD, for our YouTube channel, I'm Chad Knowles from Tri Valley. Again, your final score tonight, Milbank 27 and Tri Valley 15. For now, good night, everybody, and have a great weekend.